Oh, we'll surprise you. Hello, Richard.
Hi, Colin. How are you?
I got to be honest. I don't know if I've seen you ever wear a pink polo. I've
I
seen
knew
you
that
with
was coming.
no. I've seen you with the pink button down, but not with a pink polo.
It's liberating.
It,
Feels
it,
me.
I
It feels good to have a polo shirt on. I love pink. It looks good. Well, I mean, pink looks good. Not
yeah, I know
necessarily.
you're looking good,
Not
feeling
necessarily
good.
for me. I'm feeling great. So where do you want to go today?
You tell me. I think
Well, I don't
this.
normally want to go here,
Uh-huh.
but I think it's almost impossible not to, and talk about what happened in our own cities here and
Whew.
with Trump. I mean, I think that's mind-boggling. I don't care if you're red or blue or green or purple, or it doesn't matter what color or side of the aisle you're on.
Yeah.
That's just really, man, that was starting. I watched the whole thing. I don't know if you had a chance to do that, but I watched it live,
So did I.
and I mean, it was just the most amazing thing in retrospect, especially. I can't believe it would happen in today's world. Of course, there's so many criticisms, and you can watch all the videos, and there's so many criticisms and second guessing, but clearly something went wrong, right?
It did. I want to back up like 5 steps though.
Go ahead.
That I think, and I've said this before, and unfortunately, I didn't think it would end in somebody shooting at a president and killing an innocent man who seemed to be a really good man. But
Yeah.
I think a lot of it stems from our inability to disagree with honor. We really have to do that more in society. That's the big first step here. That
Yeah.
too many
Yeah.
people can't disagree and remain friends or not make it toxic.
And that is a really good point because that goes right to interpersonal relationships. It goes to boyfriends and girlfriends, husbands and wives. We don't know how to disagree in a healthy manner. You're so right, spot on there. And it's funny because it brings to mind, and it even goes back to that where it almost becomes generational. Because I saw a video, don't know if I like him, don't know if I don't. It doesn't matter. Bill Maher, um, in my personal feelings aside, but he said he was interviewing somebody, and I don't remember who it was, and he said it's time to bring back the trad dad. Have you seen that?
Nuh-uh. Tell me.
The trad dad, traditional dad,
Okay.
where the answer to your child's question, no matter what the question is, a suitable answer is because I said so. Right.
Yeah.
And that's the stuff, not back to the 50s traditional dad where I can't say I love you, and not that dad, but the dad who, when the kid says, or not the dad that says my kid is my hero. No, no. Okay. Or he says, hey, you know what? This is adult time. And why? Because I said so. That's how I grew up. And not that I'm a paragon of virtue, but it's different. It was a whole different world. And some of the things that are happening in this world today, you wouldn't think of happening back then.
Well,
But,
I agree with you. There needs to be a healthy fear of elders in a good way.
and
Um,
respectful, but respectful.
Correct. And then in ability to disagree. Like I think about what you do, right? And you run these dealerships. And so everybody is pulling a rope for a common goal, whether it's a sales number, whether it's people in service, or whatever it is. They're pulling a rope for a common goal. But as they're doing that, they all know if they reach these goals, that there's positives in it for them, right? But as they're doing that, whatever job you do, whether you're a lawyer or banker, you work at Schultz Ford, it doesn't matter if you're like Republican, Democrat, whatever. In the
Doesn't.
middle, in the throes of doing that, you're
It
working on a
doesn't.
team,
It
and
doesn't. And
we
you're right.
we need to extend that out to life.
We need to extend it to life. We need to extend it to a healthy fear, healthy competition. I mean, you said it. I don't bash my competitors. You'll never hear me do that. Um, I mean, I don't talk about Rob Cochran in a negative way. I happen to like Rob Cochran a lot. Happen to respect what he does. I happen to respect what the other Shorkey Auto Group does. I happen to respect those people. They do what I do. I mean, there's good people in everywhere, and so, but when you start, it becomes, man, it starts to take over. The hate starts to take over, and the outcome becomes what you just saw. I have no idea how a 20-year-old could have that much rage that he would actually risk his own life as he did and take others' lives. And you did talk about the one thing I'd like to talk more about too, to make sure he gets his due, is the fireman, the fire chief that was deceased. Um, Man, talk about a true American hero. Covers his uses his own body to protect his family. I mean, there's nothing greater an indication of a man's character than that. And God bless him. God bless his family. I'm happy to see that the public is responding and supporting his cause on GoFundMe. And can we? I don't know his name, and I'm embarrassed to say that.
Corey Campitori.
Corey Campitori. Corey
Yeah.
Campitori, our hats are off to you, and your family, and we love and salute you. We talk about Donald Trump's courage, and yet we can't do that without mentioning yours. So thank you for that, and thank you for your sacrifice.
Yeah, I do think it's a wake up call, and it does extend to sports, it extends to life, it extends to everything. That it's okay to be different than somebody else. It's
Yeah,
okay for somebody else to be different than you, and it doesn't need to be met with such hateful words. Like, I, it's beyond me how people can't understand that.
yeah, I'm with you on that, and I thought it was important that we mentioned it at least, and try to get some understanding because I don't understand jealousy, rage, all those things. They impact my life. They impact your life. I had an event recently that something was just based on people's jealousy, and you know, look, people, if you want something, go work for it,
Right?
commit to it, commit. You want it. Don't try to take it from somebody else. Don't try to destroy somebody else's life to make yours better. Right?
Got it. Absolutely.
So,
That's well stated. Um, so what else is going on?
oh, there's so much. We have so many things happening right now. It's a wonderful summer so far.
Oh
It's
yeah.
hot. I love it. I love it hot. That's why I'm wearing this short sleeve you alluded to.
Yeah, we
Um,
talked about this. I as much as I try to fake it or whatever, and I don't complain about the heat, but it's just not my cup of tea. It's getting because it's too humid. That's where we are with it. It's been a
I don't
little too
feel it.
humid.
I don't feel it. I don't. I don't know why. I don't feel humid.
Huh.
I don't know why. Maybe I'm just weird, but I don't feel humid. Have you gone to Kennywood yet?
I did. Oh, we need to talk about this. I'm glad you brought that up. My daughter wanted to go to Kennywood. We went to Kennywood. We lucked out. We went about a month or so ago on a Sunday. It called for like 50% rain. It never rained all day, but it scared enough people away. We got there right when it was about to open up. How about this? This is world record, maybe Guinness Book of World Record. 3 times in a row, Jackrabbit front seat.
No way.
I to a 13-year-old girl, right?
Wow.
Who in it that was like being on the space shuttle. 3 times in a row, front seat Jackrabbit, and the lines were minimal because it scared people away. We went from Jackrabbit to Racer to Thunderbolt and just did that rotation. And for all the people that were, and I'm sorry to go off on a rant here, but for all the people that are like, well, Kennywood isn't what it used to be, or it's this or it's that, the customer service was incredible. The people were so kind. And if you think you're going to Disney, you're not. You're going to a regional amusement park, and it is what it is, and it was wonderful. So, yes, I have been to Kennywood.
Oh, that's really cool. They still have the Jackrabbit?
Oh, they sure do. And when you go and your stomach sort of drops out on that one little dip, you remember when you were 9 years old.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. The Jackrabbits probably is the only roller coaster I'd ride there.
What?
Oh, yeah. You don't know this?
No, you don't like roller coasters.
Oh, no. It's not that I don't like them. I abhor them, and I will never get on them.
Wait a minute. But
No, never.
You grew up like in the shadow of this.
I was an old mill guy, not a Jackrabbit guy.
Wow.
No. No. No.
What?
No. No.
So your speed is like the kangaroo and the turtle.
Yeah. I just don't. I don't. My body does not like roller coasters. I have a tremendous fear of height.
A tremendous fear of height.
And yes, and
But
things
wait a minute.
not in my control.
So you don't like roller coasters, but didn't you do the NASCAR experience?
I did the Jim Russell British School Motor Racing, but yes, but guess who's in control of that?
A human.
Me. I'm driving.
Yes.
Me.
Okay.
I'm not depending. Yeah, no, that's me. That's speed. That's in my control. Remember, I'm a control freak. But no,
But the Jackrabbit, there's
No.
6-year-old kids riding a Jackrabbit.
Okay, I said I'll go on the Jackrabbit, but that's it. That's where it begins and ends.
Well, I did not like the Steel Phantom or whatever the big one. That was a bit much.
No, I'm out on all. Did you go? What's the big one?
That once, and that was good. But I will say, you also do remember. Now you would come from the other way because of where you grew up, kind of. But whenever you come across the Rankin Bridge and you see in the top of the roller coaster in the distance, I still get those same like jittery feelings that I did when I was 10 years old. It hit me. I know. There's something about an amusement park. A good amusement park and a good day at the amusement park is one of the great quintessential American experiences.
Well, here's my beef with Kennywood.
All right, here we go.
Here's my beef with Kennywood. And those of you that are part of the Kennywood staff, please prepare yourself. But it's also not going to be bad. It's not a criticism. Maybe. So, I have a son.
Mm-hmm.
And when he was growing up, he said, pick me up at Kennywood. Okay. So I go to Kennywood to pick him up. I said, meet me inside the door. Okay. I go to the gate and I say, I'm going to pick up my son. And they said, sorry, sir, you still have to pay. Okay. Well, I'm just literally going to walk in, grab his hand, and we're going to leave. And she said, sorry, sir, you have to pay. Well, how much do I have to pay? I mean, it was like, I don't know, 30, 40, something like that, $30, $40. And she then said to me, sir, why don't you just pay the senior citizens discount?
Oh.
And that was it for me. I'm done with Kennywood. That's it. Done.
Now,
so I paid the senior citizens discount price, and I went and grabbed my son, and that was the end.
Was this before he had a cell phone?
No, we're not going to. You're not going to pin me on this. Stop it.
Because you could have set for him to. No, you could have set up a time for him to meet.
I know, but you're in the could have, would have, and should have phase. I'm in the what actually happened phase.
Were you a senior citizen at the time?
No.
Why would she have pinned you a senior citizen? But she was trying to give you an out. I
brought this up because now you're gonna.
No. She was trying to be nice, and now you're.
No. Okay, I'm lying. I said, how old do you have to be a senior citizen? She
said, as old as you.
55.
Oh, okay. You're not. You still have 5 years. So that soured your Kennywood experience.
Yes, it did.
Did he have a good time that day?
He had a great time. But we did go in, and he's pretty athletic, and he was kind of in a bad mood that day. But so as you're walking out, the milk bottles you throw the baseball.
Yeah.
I said, "Do you want to do this?" I don't know. Do you want to do it? Okay, I'll do it. So I went first. I missed. He takes one ball, boom, knocks them all down. We leave the park with this gigantic stuffed animal.
Nice.
So that was it. So he had a good exit.
Well, was there a senior parking lot, or did you have to park in the regular lot?
You know what people would say to you right now? I've got 2 words for you, and it's not let's dance. Okay. Are we done talking about nothing?
Yes.
This should be Jerry Seinfeld, the show talking
about better.
Nothing.
It's better if we're done talking about nothing.
Well, we can amuse ourselves. That's good.
All right. Perfect. Okay. Well,
all right.
Next week, camp's coming up soon.
Oh,
we're going to have a lot of things.
Yeah, talk about that. That's July 24th, right?
Yeah, so we're close.
Speaking of that, Whoa,
Yeah.
speaking of that, I saw a video. I guess the Kansas City Chiefs went back to camp already.
Just
Right?
because they're playing the Hall of Fame game, I guess.
Oh, right. Did you see Patrick Mahomes?
No, tell me.
He looks a little bit on the maybe he
Hefty
had
side.
a little bit.
Enjoying the off season.
A little bit. I'm thinking.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm thinking he had his red shirt, red t-shirt, and red shorts on. He might have been a little bit overindulgent.
Does he look like Casey Hampton big or just a little
No,
bit big?
no,
Okay.
no, no. And please, I hope this doesn't get back to him. He'll come and look for me. But
Well,
I could probably take him anyway.
senior citizen and all, yeah.
I hate you.
All right. Next week, it's on. Lots of Steeler talk launching into next week.
Who starts the season quarterback?
Russell Wilson, but he doesn't finish.
Okay. Let's come back to that.
We will.
Okay. Thanks.